Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy 86. We're back with another video. How y'all doing, man? What's up? What's good with y'all? So a little backstory as to what you about to watch and why it's even happening. The other day, I was scrolling through grails and a little bit of Instagram posts, you feel me? And I seen a hat that I really want. I've been wanting for a long time, but it's literally impossible to get it for under a certain amount of money. But I seen dude offering it for a pretty decent price, and I feel like I could talk him down to a little bit, but the space that I'm in to offer for is still above the amount of money that I'm willing to pay for a hat. And it just got me wondering and just asking people around, what's the most you've ever paid for a hat if you paid resale? And what's the most that you'll ever be able to go beyond and pay for one? You feel me? It got me thinking. So I took to Instagram and I made a post on my story and asked, because I want to see how many people be doing bad out here who will really be spinning the bag on these hats, and I can make myself feel less of an idiot if I was to go pay a certain amount. That wouldn't happen though. So that's the remnants of today's video. What's the most you ever paid for a hat that you felt that you had to have, or if you had to pay an assist price, whatever the case may be, what hat was it, and what's the most you'll ever pay for a hat? I made this post on Instagram in my story. Shout out to everybody who gave their feedback so I could make this video. I thought what better way would it to be than to get y'all in the video and interact with y'all and let everybody see the spectrum of what some people be paying for and if they kind of crazy. But before we dive into the action, please do me a favor and make sure you drop a thumbs up on this video because it's free and helps support the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. You know, come tune in with the content. If you like fitted hat content, we always posting heat whenever we drop. We almost have 400 subscribers. I appreciate everybody who be subscribing to the channel and come join the journey. You know what I'm saying? We in it together. And if you want to get down with this too, if you didn't get to see the post on Instagram, let me know down below what's the most y'all paid for a hat and what's the most that y'all be willing to pay for one. And let me know what the hat was that y'all paid that OD grip of money for. Now, what kind of host would I be if I ain't start the tradition off, right? So, I got you. I paid $100 for 2 separate hats. Yeah, it hurts to hit them triple digits on that mark, but I paid $100 for 2 hats. One of them that restocked recently that hurts my soul, but it sold out pretty much the same time it did as the first time, so I can't be too mad because I probably wouldn't have hit it this time either. So first one, that De La Soul Mets for my fitteds. If you ain't check out the video of me unboxing this joint, you should go check that out. It's pretty heat. Put it right here. But yeah, bro, this is hooked to the Dunks and that 3 feet high and rising album cover. I love this hat, bro. It's not often I like piping on the hat, but I think this one does it justice. Y'all know I love brown crowns. Good Mets, good two-tone. Kind of wish this was like a gray bottom or something now, but it's still cool. Peep the side patch. All the colors in the album cover and the Dunks. Good Batterman. Good colors all around. White guts. And it's a China crown. But yeah, I love this. I had to get it when I seen it because basically somebody was selling it for 100 flat, and this is a hat that easily never went for under 200, probably before the restock. I haven't checked prices now, but you wasn't getting this for under 200 back then. So I saw it for 100 flat. Couldn't make the decision. I had to go ask people like, yo, am I bugging if I don't take that? And they was like, bottom line, yes. So I hit bro back up. He still had it, and I was able to get this. So that's one. Y'all can let me know if I'm bugging for that or not. 9 times out of 10, anybody who buys their hats for retail and retail only will think that anybody's stupid for buying a hat for more than the retail price. But listen, not all of us are as strong as you, alright? So leave me alone. Second hat I paid $100 for, which I don't feel as much remorse because I don't see any stores copy this for whatever reason. I've never seen this restock anywhere else unless I'm just not in tune. But this green icy not... Okay, so the green icy still on the shelf. I grabbed the wrong one. Just imagine this, but with an icy bottom. Alright, but it'll be the green icy 99 Yankee from Hat Club. Really peep this patchwork, which is the main reason I love it. The other one has the same patchwork, it's just different UV color. Feel me? That gold 1999 World Series patch, my favorite side patch ever, but with all this detail in it, bro. Peep the baddie, gold and green. Feel me? I love this hat so much. I needed it to complete the duo because I had this one for a little minute. I recently just was able to scoop this in my size. Shout out to my guy Nam. He was able to sell me my right size, so my 5/8 is no more. But I needed to have this because, yeah, I needed the counterpart. I wanted the duo to have both of them, the pinky and the icy. Because I think these were NoHo exclusives. I'm not sure. I haven't done my history research on these all the way, but all I know is I needed the ones with the 99 on the side. And I was able to cop that because that was a rare tail and people barely sell that hat. And when they sell it for anything, they're selling it for, as what these people like to call, the high. And the high is something I'm not trying to pay. But one day on Facebook, I seen somebody selling it for 100. Well, it was like 120, but I didn't know if I could have got it for how much lower. So I was like, yo, you do 100 for that? And he was like, yeah. We made that happen. So shout out to you, my guy. You gonna see him later on in this video, actually. Shout out my boy No Limit Grills for getting that to me. So I was able to crack 100 on that. And yeah, those are the most down bad I've been for hats by far. But if y'all think I'm bad, you haven't seen what we about to get into just yet, because some of y'all are really devious. Alright, let's jump into these replies. If you don't follow me on Instagram, by the way, follow your boy at 86godbrims, you feel me? Anytime we do this type of interactive posts, if I do one in the future, you don't want to miss out, because you could be right here. So just to make it clear once again, this is how much they paid for a hat and which one it was, and how much they would pay if they even stated it, because some people ain't follow the rules all the way. But first off, we got my boy Mellow Brims. He said the most he's paid for a hat is $120 for Wildest Phillies, and the most he would pay is $400. Can I have $1? So the hat that he's talking about is a collaboration Hat Club did with somebody named Wilder Fitted. Shout out to him. And that was part of that Arizona Supermart event that they did how many months back, and he did a pack with Hat Club. He did a couple of hats that were like really, really, really good, and that Phillies was the one to me. Now, what's sick about that, he said he paid $120, so he probably got it when it came out, probably paid for an assist. But the thing about that one is, I think some of those hats are sitting in stores like right now, bro. I don't know if those sold out or not, but I think those are sitting in stores. I could have sworn I saw somebody post a picture about that. But if that is the case, what the fuck? If that is the case, my boy, I feel sorry for you. But we've all been there, you feel me? These niggas like to restock hats, so like really be holding out on stock and then make you pay the high just when I could have got it for a cheaper, lower price. So y'all get in the comments and let me know if you think he's bugging about that. $120 for that Phillies. I'm gonna put a picture if I ain't show it already. But y'all think he's bugging for paying that price? At the end of the day, it don't matter. If he don't feel like he's bugging, it ain't. But I wanna know what y'all think. And $400? What's the most y'all would pay for a hat? $400? I'm gonna let y'all know what mine is in a little bit. But $400 is OD, because I can't think of a hat I would like, yo, $400? Swing that. You feel me? My chest would leave my... if I ever thought about paying that for a damn hat. But he said $400 is the most he paid, and $120 is the most he has paid. So shout out Mello, bro. Appreciate you putting your input in here, my boy. Alright, next up we got my boy Blower Bag Peanut. He said the most he has paid is a band for 3 panna cottas. I don't know exactly what he's talking about. Shout out to Peanut, by the way, because if you don't know who he is, he big money in this shit. You feel me?
Big money, bitch. Hey, grandma. You see it's growing.
The drop he's talking about was like this Hat Club NoHo panna cotta FNF shock drop shit. I don't know how that shit worked, but I know he definitely probably paid the band. One of those hats was like this Philadelphia Phillies that went crazy. Had the I forgot what flag on the back, but it was an off-white, green top, gray bottom, bold P Phillies logo on the way they hit. I'm going to put the pictures. I don't know what other ones he bought, but I'm going to try and find whatever ones dropped with the rest of that drop, because it was an insane drop, and then it wasn't for the weak-hearted, which is why I don't own one, and probably never will. But that's OD. So I'm not surprised coming from him, because like I said, he big money, bitch. So 9 times out of 10, that means the amount he would pay for a hat is damn near endless if he really wants it. Yeah, that's crazy. That's OD. Maybe one day I could get on that type of timing, but Brooklyn Fitted says $120 is the most he's paid for a hat by far. And I'm not gonna lie, for me, that's been like my price point for the longest, where I said 120 is probably the max I'd pay, and it has to be some flop too. I don't know if y'all remember that Philadelphia Philly 76ers crossover from Birdines that I showed and unboxed in that one video, if y'all remember it. But I was almost about to pay that ticket for that, but thank God I didn't have to. But that was a hat of that caliber and that top tier quality that I was looking for, that I said, yeah, 120 is the type of hat or the type of money I'd pay for a hat. But I know that sounds like a lot of bullshit right now. I'm sorry, bear with me. But he didn't give me any insight as to what hat it was or the most he paid for it, so I guess that's all it is to it. Y'all paying 120 for a hat? Let me know. Next up, Tyrese says he's paid $120 for a Nats crossover. Washington Nationals, Washington Wizards crossovers is probably one of the better teams to do that for nowadays. We see in the hat community a lot of people do it. My question is, which one did you pay that for? Because the Hat Club one is cool. That's the original one. I'm going to post that one. But there's been so many remixes of what people have done. Hat Dreams right now, to me, got the best Washington Wizards Nationals crossover. The what you call it? The black one with the blue top and the gray bottom. That's the best one to me right now. And I don't think that's going to be topped unless they do that with a script. Which I think they said got denied, so I don't know if we're going to see that. I don't know if I'm paying 120 for that, but it's a damn good one, if that's the one. Even the Hat Club one, I know it depends on when you bought it. If you bought that recently, then that's tough. I think they robbed you. But if you bought that back in the day, that probably would have seemed like a good price to some. But that's a good hat, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Would y'all pay 120 for that? Let me know down below. My boy 56 Flea said he paid 90 for a Lucky Charm Sliding Bison. If y'all not subscribed to my boy Flea, go subscribe to him, bro. He make content too. Dope ass dude, bro. Big Rocky Mountains. Go tune into him. But he said he paid 90 for a Lucky Charm Sliding Bison. And depending on which one you bought, I'm not gonna lie, that's a very good price. Because if it's like one of them, the originals, like the green, the brown, that blue one, hell, even like the red one. If you got the one with the All-Star patch on the side that's big for 90, you came up. That's a good one to get, bro. Because I really want those. I want one of the original ones. I got the bullshit ones with the other side patch on it, but I want one of the OG ones, bro. That would be dope to have. If that's the one you're talking about, you came up for that. 90 for that is really good. Because you're not finding that for 90 nowadays, bro. Especially if you have anything with band on it, which I'm going to touch on a little bit. It's going to be a hard item to touch. But 90 for one of those, if it's one of those, is a good come up. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about that one down below. My boy V Brim said the most I paid is 110 for the Cleveland Horror Pack. Alright, so y'all know that these Hat Club Horror Pack is hot items, you feel me? Especially when that 1.0 Freddy was the only Freddy Krueger inspired hat out at the time. That was a hot item and very hard to touch. I don't know if you copped this before or after the restock, but I'm not going to say that you got hit with a terrible price necessarily, because I feel like that hat still probably goes for a little bit of decent astronomical.
Damn it!
I'm gonna stop saying big ass words. I don't know if that hat still goes for astronomical numbers, but I feel like you probably paid a decent price for that. You feel me? I was glad I was able to scoop it for retail, barely though, because when it dropped online, I shit the bed, and then I had to go in store, and I barely got it. So thank goodness I was able to secure it. Thank goodness you was able to secure it at the end of the day. And he said the most he would pay is $150, but the hat gotta go stupid. And I'm not gonna lie to you, V-Brims, we in the same boat. So the whole reason I've even struck up this conversation is because I've seen two people selling this OG Pittsburgh Pirates Hat Club pinky with the banned Skull Pirate logo. Alright? Banned. That means it can't come back. It's not coming back. Nobody can drop it. And I never see that hat go for under like $250. So I see some people selling it for $300. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here with that. But I've seen them in like the $170 range and shit like that. And I'm like, if I could talk them down to $150 perhaps, I'll probably dead do it. I'm not gonna lie, because I will never see that hat ever if I don't do that. They ain't gonna go down to my $120 that I'm thinking of unless I find a literal saint, which in this hat community is very hard to find. But I don't expect anybody to sell that for the low if you can't ever get it again. So I've been wondering if I should pull that trigger whenever the time comes, or before it's too late, and if they up the price, or for all I know they won't even go down to $150. But we'll see. Hopefully luck is on my side. I think $150 might be my new price, bro. But it has to be for something like that caliber, like a band logo that I can't get anymore. Alright, so my guy Kyle said 220 for the Daybacks 1.0. So the Sneaker Fiend Day Diamondbacks trilogy. If y'all don't know about that or don't really tune in, well, you're gonna learn today. Alright, shout out Sneaker Fiend Day because she creates some pretty goddamn good hats. Notoriously known for her Diamondbacks hats, the Daybacks. I'm pretty sure for a lot of people on our side of the community, they said that Daybacks 1.0 was their hat of the year when it came out 2021. And what it looks like right here, it's a purple Diamondbacks hat with a silver stitch D, turquoise bottom, black guts. But yeah, the D is metallically silver stitched. And then you had the inaugural patch on the side. I'm gonna put the photos here so y'all can see it. It's a pretty good crown. People don't sell it for low because it's a hard item to obtain. People don't really copy it. And 220, yeah, I don't got the courage for that. I'm not gonna lie. So another nigga that's jacking big money. But yeah, that seems like the common price point that people sell that for. So y'all let me know if you think he did bad, whatever the case may be. But hey man, Daybacks is an item. 220. Nerd Meets Fashion says the most she's paid for a hat is $80 on a Tampa Bay Devil Rays pink lemonade from Hat Club. Shout out to her. She's a big Devil Rays collector, so I imagine her seeing this was something that she felt like she really needed to have. That's one of the better ones from the pink lemonades. Y'all know how I feel about that collection and how much I despise Hat Club for fucking it up on the second time back. But for 80, I feel like that's a fair price for that. I think I've seen it go for lower, which is the only reason why I could say something like that. But if you feel like you pay 80 and you're content with that, that's smooth, bro. As long as I feel it doesn't touch the 90s, it's not that crazy. And it depends on how much of a grail it is to you or how much you really want that. Because I feel like 85 is where I really draw the line for a lot of stuff. If I'm just like, yeah, if I can't get it for 85 or under, I'm smooth for the most part. You feel me? But $80 for that, it's a good flick too. Now let me know if you feel like she overpaid for that or not. Next up, we got my boy Johnny Dapp. He said the most he's paid is $180 for that Pro Image Palisades Roberto Clemente Pirates that recently just dropped. So if you don't know what that looks like, it's this right here. Shout out to AMS. He cooked up this pack with Pro Image Palisades. They've been working a lot together lately. And yeah, this Clemente hype has been crazy. So I can only imagine that was the price he had to pay for that shit. But he's another nigga that's
big money, bitch.
I favorite out the pack. I'm gonna probably post a short whenever I unbox it when it arrives. But the expos from that drop to me was devious. Thank goodness that went up after the drop. I thought that would have sold out in store, but it didn't. It's still up right now. Look, it's right here. I can't tell if it's a Vegas gold or a tan because the thing said tan on the description and it looks like that in the picture. But when I see people wear it, it looks Vegas gold. But I guess we'll see. We'll find out sooner enough. It's a two-tone blue top visor, kind of like this color blue, green bottom. The Expos logo is like multicolored, good patchwork. It's a movie, and I love that hat a lot. Can't wait for that to get here, but yeah, shout out my boy Johnny for putting his input, bro. Appreciate you. Next up, we got my boy Hataholic. He said, just got waxed for $200 for Miss McDuck's Champ from Hat Dreams. Alright, I'm gonna put a picture of that crown right here if you don't know what it looked like. Shout out Miss McDuck, man. She did a hat dedicated to her father. Let me know if you recognize him. But that was a devious day. I'm not gonna lie. $200 is OD. I wouldn't have had the courage for that. But that was a very devious day. Because if y'all familiar with the trenches, they took their talents to DC that day. You know what I'm saying? Because Hat Dreams is in DC. And they made it an in-store only drop. And that dropped alongside some real tree camo hats. And you know people is selling their cribs, their houses, and their children to go get these damn hats nowadays. And yeah, the trenches took a trip from New York to DC. They drove down there on some Joel Santana Dipset shit and straight up said,
see a town I'm liking, see some getting money in a town I like it. Yeah, I run up on them with the and light it like it's my block now, alright, kid.
My bad about that. But basically, they took a trip from New York to DC to make sure that none of y'all niggas was touching hats that day. I mean, it's a great crown. Let me know if I think that $200 is worth it, bro. I'm so sorry you had to go through that because that's crazy. That is OD, bro. So my boy No Limit Grails said $450, never again. He didn't clarify on his response, so I had to go ask him, which hat did you go pay $450 for, my boy? And he said it was the Blue Jays Hero. Now, if y'all know about these hero hats by Time Mathis, they're probably some of the most innovative and the reason why Vegas Gold is what it is on hats today. But Ty charges $100 retail for them hats, bro. He'd pop up, go city to city, or drop them at his own store, and they'd be super limited, and it would be a frenzy to get them. I still need the Yankee. So, you know, when them vultures is lurking, they pay that $100, they want triple that. That's OD, bro. $450? I gotta go look for a picture of the Blue Jays hero, because I don't know what that looks like off the top of my head, but I don't know. I feel like that's probably one of the weaker ones, bro. But at the end of the day, it ain't about me. $450? Y'all paying $450 for a hero? What's the most y'all would pay for a hero? And I ain't talking about the sandwich. Alright, let me know down in the comments. It seems like he's learned from his ways, though. You feel me? I'm sorry you had to go through that, my boy. You don't deserve that. None of y'all deserve that. That's crazy. Last up, we got my boy ASAP Flacco, and he said $150, 99 green icy, and I ain't paying no higher. Alright, that same green icy 99 Yankee that I showed y'all before, he paid $150 for instead. He probably had to pay that ticket whenever they re-dropped it sometime late 2021 as some NoHo exclusive shit. They dropped it along that green icy inaugural Diamondbacks, which I still need. But yeah, I'm sorry you had to pay that price, my boy. I don't even know if the $100 I paid is even worth it. Somebody let me know what y'all think that hat is worth on that side of the community. How much is the green icy 99 worth, bro? And for all you dickheads that want to be like, it ain't worth more than the price tag that it's listed. Listen, I told y'all already. Leave me alone. But that's gonna wrap this up, man. That was a lot of fun. If y'all have any more ideas to do stuff like this, let me know down in the comments, because I want to do more like this. This is fun interacting and seeing what the people think or what they do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure to let me know what's the most y'all paid for a hat down below. Which one was it? And what's the most y'all be willing to pay for a hat? But other than that, this video is pretty much done, man. Make sure you drop a like on the way out. Subscribe if you're not already, because we drop heat. You don't want to miss it. And that's just about it. I'm gonna catch up with y'all on the next one. You heard? Peace.